dear friend. I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. The world outside may feel a little busy or heavy, but right now, it's just you and me and the soft comfort of this moment. I've poured my heart into this story because I believe bedtime should feel safe, magical, and a little bit like home. So I invite you to settle in. Maybe you can hear the gentle rain outside your window, or maybe just the quiet of the night. Wherever you are, imagine wrapping yourself in a blanket of moonlight and calm. Tonight, I want to tell you one of my favorite stories. It's about a girl named Luna and the secret she discovers when the world is asleep. It's a story filled with glowing flowers, gentle voices, and lessons whispered under the silver gaze of the moon. So close your eyes, take a slow, deep breath, and let me share this little piece of magic with you. Welcome to Luna and the Moonlight Garden. Luna was a curious girl with eyes that sparkled like tiny stars. She loved wandering through the fields near her cottage, asking questions about everything she saw. Why flowers opened in the day, why trees whispered in the wind, why shadows danced when the moon rose. But one thing puzzled her most: the old stone gate at the edge of the meadow. It was covered in ivy, locked with silver vines, and behind it, it seemed to be nothing but shadows. She had asked her grandmother about it once, but her grandmother only smiled and said, "Some doors don't open until the moon is ready." And so Luna waited. One summer night, when the air smelled sweet with honeysuckle and the sky glowed with a perfect full moon, Luna couldn't resist. She tiptoed to the gate, barefoot on the cool grass, and touched the vines. To her surprise, they loosened and slid away as if bowing to her. The gate creaked open, revealing not shadows, but a radiant silver path lined with glowing flowers. Her heart fluttered. "It's real," she whispered. Luna stepped inside, and at once she was surrounded by a garden unlike any she had ever seen. Every flower shimmered as though lit from within. The roses gleamed like soft lanterns. The lilies glowed blue like droplets of water, and the tall sunflowers shimmered golden, though the sun was nowhere to be seen. Fireflies floated lazily above the blossoms, their glow joining the moonlight. "Welcome, Luna," whispered a voice. Luna spun around, her eyes wide. It wasn't a person who had spoken, but a flower, a tall, white lily swaying gently in the night breeze. Its petals glimmered like pearls. "Yo, you can talk." Luna gasped. The lily nodded. only when the moon is watching. This is the Moonlight Garden. Every night you visit, you will hear a story. And every story carries a lesson. Luna's heart raced with wonder. Will you tell me one now? The lily's voice was soft as a lullaby. Tonight's lesson is patience. Look at us flowers. We do not bloom in haste. We wait for rain, for sun, for moonlight. Life unfolds in its own time. Patience brings beauty. Luna thought about how often she rushed, wanting answers quickly. She smiled and whispered, "I'll try to be more patient." The garden rustled as though pleased, and a warm breeze wrapped around her like a hug. The next night, Luna returned. This time, the roses spoke. Their voices were sweet and rich, like a gentle choir. Tonight, they sang, we teach kindness. Our thorns may prick, but our blossoms bring joy. Kindness, like fragrance, drifts beyond the giver and reaches many hearts. Luna bent down to smell the roses. Their scent filled her with warmth, reminding her of the times she shared berries with her little brother or held her grandmother's hand. I'll carry kindness like your fragrance, Luna promised. The roses seemed to glow brighter. Every night, Luna returned, and each night, a different flower whispered its wisdom. The daisies taught her about friendship, how even the smallest bloom could shine brightest when surrounded by others. The violets whispered about courage, how even tiny flowers dared to bloom in the cold. The tall sunflowers told her about hope, always turning toward light, even when the night was long. Luna listened, learned, and tucked each lesson into her heart like treasures. One evening, as she entered the Moonlight Garden, she noticed something unusual. In the farthest corner, hidden behind silver vines, was a flower that did not glow. It was a single, pale but drooping toward the ground. "Why are you so quiet?" Luna asked gently, kneeling beside it. The bud shivered. "Because I am afraid. I have not yet bloomed. What if my petals are not beautiful? What if I never glow like the others?" Luna's chest ached with tenderness. She thought of all the lessons she had learned. She whispered softly, "The lily taught me patience. The roses taught me kindness. The violets taught me courage. And the sunflowers taught me hope. You don't need to rush. You don't need to be perfect. The moonlight will find you when you are ready." The little bud trembled, then slowly lifted its head. A soft shimmer spread across its petals, faint at first, then stronger, until it bloomed into the most radiant flower Luna had ever seen. A silver blossom glowing like moonlight itself. Thank you, the flower whispered, its voice trembling with joy. You reminded me of what I had forgotten. The whole garden rustled in celebration, as though the night itself was applauding. From that night onward, Luna was not just a visitor to the Moonlight Garden. She was a keeper of its lessons, carrying them in her heart. By day, she shared them with her family and friends, teaching patience, kindness, courage, and hope. And each night, she returned to listen to more whispers of wisdom. Sometimes, when she felt unsure or afraid, she remembered the silver flower that once thought it could never bloom, and how it shined brighter than them all when it finally did. And so, under the soft gaze of the moon, Luna grew not just curious, but wise. Her life became a garden of lessons, each petal a reminder that magic is real for those who listen, and that sometimes the most important stories are whispered only in the quiet of night. And that is the tale of Luna and the Moonlight Garden.